I don't think I've ever told this story on my channel. Are you worried that your mouth is too small? I'm going to bring you into my design, my denture box design, and we're going to manipulate that around so I can show you what can be done with a set of dentures. Here's my design right here. These are the teeth that I have in my mouth right now. So here's what happens. If you have a child-sized narrow mouth, you can bring those gums in and still make a denture. You could get, the teeth would be smaller. I mean, these are the teeth that I chose for my denture. You could choose totally different teeth on your denture, and a denture can be made for you. You don't need to worry about that. But this is pretty cool how they do this. Watch this. I'm gonna turn it around. See, there's my occlusion there, how my teeth come together, and you can see even inside that denture. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So if you're worried about, ooh, we're not going to do that. If you're worried about getting a denture to fit you, you don't need to worry, because with the new programs and computer programs that they have, I know Denture Box is the only one that has figured all this out really, really good, and I promise you that. But you don't need to worry. Now, the trays that Denture Box uses for the impressions, they're going to get really small here. And something else that Denture Box does that nobody else does is they will make you a custom tray. Also, I make no money from any of these videos. I just really like the Denture Box denture. Right now, I will tell you it's $1,400, $1,499. I normally don't tell the price of things because if they go up or down, then I get questioned about that. But Denture Box has 3 different size trays. This is their smallest tray right here. Here's their largest tray. And here's the medium size. This is the one that I use, and I also have a small mouth, and sometimes your mouth isn't as small as you really think it is. I promise you that. I can even put this tray in my mouth, and my dentist told me, you have a really small mouth. Well, I can get these trays in my mouth without a problem at all. So you don't have to worry about picking which size tray. They can go over this with you. You also won't gag because they use a dental impression putty that doesn't run and it doesn't ooze, and they figured out a way to do the impressions that the material kind of more stays in the front but goes to the back, and it just goes back far enough that it doesn't go out the back of this impression tray. So what happens after you do the impressions, you send your impressions back in, and what they do is they will make a custom tray off of this impression. So the impression that you took off of one of these trays goes back and they put it in the machine and they scanned it and everything. And then they'll make a custom tray to fit your mouth perfectly. To get the information that they need for the computer. That is the best tray that I've ever had in my mouth after when they designed that, because nobody does that. Nobody else does that. And that's just an extra impression to get your denture to fit even better. That's what that is meant for. I put that in my mouth and I'm like, holy cow, this feels like a glove. This feels really, really good. I don't work for Denture Box. I just am very, very good friends with Jen. Her and I became very, very good friends. Stick around. Maybe I'll tell you in this video how I got connected with Denture Box. But after you do the impression with that tray, that special tray, you know, then you get your Tri-and Denture, which, let me get one. Your Tri-and Denture is going to be white. I don't know if some of you have seen those, but it's hard. And this is in place of the wax Tri-in that you get. When you go to the traditional dentist, they'll give you a wax Tri-in, and you have a couple minutes to try it in and look at it and see if it's okay. Well, with this, you eat with it, you use it. They want you to wear it for like a week before you get a hold of them and make another appointment, just to see how you like it. And if it doesn't fit the first time, don't worry, because the second time around it will fit. It'll fit. You may have to file a little bit off one of your teeth, but you can do that with them via video call and all of that. So how did I get involved with Denture Box? Because if you notice, I'm going to show you this. You see all these try-ins. I have worked with them, alongside with them, just to help them perfect the process of these dentures. For over the last 2 years, year and a half, 2 years now, I've been putting in time with Denture Box just to make their process better. I mean, look at, I don't get paid for this. I really don't get paid for this. How did I find Denture Box? I don't think I've ever told this story on my channel. I don't know. But how did I get involved with them? Because I've been working with them for the last couple years, because they're in South Dakota and I'm in Ohio, and they needed a person to be not at their office, that they could mail back and forth these dentures to get the process down really, really, really good. So Denture Box, Jen started, I think, a year after the pandemic, because the dentist, the dental office that they work out of, which is her brother-in-law, which is in South Dakota, that dental office knew that, hey, we need to do something else, because if we're going to go through this pandemic again, something needs to be done. So Jen started studying during the pandemic. Let me learn all about dentures. Her husband is a denture maker, Aaron. He is a professional. He only works on hard cases, really, really difficult cases. He's very good at what he does. Jen's brother-in-law, which Aaron and Mark are brothers, he is an oral surgeon, dentist that I've been to the office in South Dakota and I've never seen anything like it. The care that they put toward their patients is just phenomenal. They all just care about their patients. They have iPads in the waiting room for kids. The office, the front desk, there's no cell phones allowed, because they want all of the attention, I can't think of that word, on the actual patient. It's just amazing. The whole family is giving. I did a lot of, okay, how did I meet them? There was another creator here on YouTube that Jen happened to see, or somebody happened to see, and they said, hey, send this kit to this girl and see, let's review it. Well, I saw that video and I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl just butchered all of it and made it look awful, and this looks like it might be a good thing. So I went online and I started looking up Denture Box. It was very, very hard to find because it was new and it just came out. I ended up finding Jen and then her husband, and then I found their Instagram, and I'm seeing them on Instagram feeding the homeless in their town and making dentures for veterans for free. You know, they do that every year. They'll make a couple sets of dentures for veterans for free. If they come in, they get free dental work. They even have a community day that they spend, and they do free dental work and dentures if needed for one or two people. So anyway, I did that. I did all my research and I contacted Jen and I said, hey, I do YouTube videos too, and I saw that video and I was wondering if you could send your kit to me and I could review it for you, because I think this is a good thing. With the cost is low, and I think this would help a lot of people, because I know what it's like to be laying in the dentist chair and be told, hey, you need dentures, and it costs like $6,000 to $10,000 to get whatever you want to get. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do? So I reached out to her and said, hey, let me help you. So since then, Jen and I have become best faraway friends. We've built a relationship of just trust and helpfulness. We understand each other and we want to help each other, and it's been really good. There's been very many late nights that her and I have either spent crying through the night saying, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? There have been nights that it's like, how do we work through this problem? You know, and I'll explain how it feels to me and what I think it needs, because I kind of get the mouth and understand it from a denture wearer's point of view. And she'll go back and try it in the lab, and it works or doesn't work. So her and I we're like each other's sounding boards, back and forth to each other. So we have spent many late nights, either in frustration or in, let's build this company. What do we do next? Oh my gosh, Jen got thrown into social media right away, and she didn't have any idea what that was about. She put her company online without knowing anything about social media. She just knew she wanted to help people. So that's the way that is gone, you know. And since then, I've been out there to visit her. I have videos here on my channel showing them and what they do. So anyway, that is how I came about with Denture Box. And as you see, I mean, I've done a lot. And it's volunteer time that I've done just to work out kinks and problems that would be better for their process, just so it would be better for you. And they keep the cost low. So if you go look at their costs right now, it's $1,499. And this is something that you don't have to pay a dentist. You don't have a dental bill. You don't have any extra charges. You don't have nothing. That is it. That is a flat fee. They have a dentist on board, but you don't pay for it. It's all included. Their dentist is Dr. Mark, the brother-in-law, which he's been on my channel several times. We've introduced him. In fact, I went to his house. Him and his family and Jen, we all and her husband went to dinner, and Dr. Mark cooked me the best bison steak I've ever had in my life. I've never had a bison steak before, but it was the best steak I've ever had in my life. He's a phenomenal steak maker. So anyway, I have put my time in with Denture Box, and my heart and soul is in with Denture Box. I don't have an income from Denture Box. I just know this is right. I just know this is good, and I know it's a great process. And you know, I know that I just know it's good, and it has been good, and it has helped a lot of people, and we're going to continue. We are going to continue growing and moving forward. I think I'm going to go back out there. We're talking maybe in January. I went last January. We're going to go again in January. And I stay with her, and it's just, we have a fun time with her chickens, and it's just a nice time to be. Last year, I went out there, and we went through the park that has all the bison, and she took me to a lot of, what is the name of that place? I forget, but I went there. I did, and look, the bison licked our car. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I bet you that was just a magical moment with her in the car with all those bison around us. Like, what do we do? What do we do? So anyway, there's my in with Denture Box. What I do, it's just all about helping, and Jen has the same attitude as I do. Our attitudes are the same, and it's just nice. We've built a friendship. We've built a business, her business. I've helped her do that, and I enjoy every bit of it. So anyway, if you're interested in Denture Box, I'm going to put the link below. I don't get paid. It's not an affiliate link. It's just, hey, go look at it. And if it's something you're interested in, go for it. I think that they will start you have to have your teeth extracted. And I'm not sure, I think 6 to 10 months, I'm not sure when they want to start with that. But they also have a payment plan, and they also will accept insurance. They help you with your insurance, help bill your insurance. So they take care of all that with you. All right, I've babbled on long enough about Denture Box, but I really like the company. I believe in the company. I believe in the people. I believe in this enough that I've helped. I've helped a lot. All right, I will see you in my next video. Bye.